can't see it, then you just never know it. I feel sorry for you.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another week of the Mania 4K World Cup 2022. We are into the finals week finally, top 6 teams, and we've got some pretty amazing matches lined up. Philippines versus Japan is going to be the first one to kick off this weekend. I'm Potassium F, commentating alongside Paturage. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely fine. Just waking up this Saturday. I was gonna say morning, but it's 2 p.m. here. Anyways, the top 6 teams worldwide, these are among the best players in the world. This is the first week of finals. You're gonna get the grand finals next week. And oh boy, I do not know which teams are gonna make it out of this hellhole.
Yeah, it's been insane, actually. Even last week's semi-finals, I think every single match was close. I think the least close match score-wise was 7-3. That was the most one-sided we saw. And even then, I think, even in the 7-3 match, I think we saw multiple maps being won by like a couple hundred points. And of course, you know, Philippines, who we're seeing on screen now, suffered a really unfortunate loss by about 200 points on the tiebreaker. So now these two teams here, both on the verge of being eliminated.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't even only the it wasn't even the only tiebreaker last week. We got I think 2 tiebreakers in total, and there were like not many matches. I think there were like 6 matches in total.
Yeah, just so many close ones. And like looking at the bracket, if you look at some of the matches lined up for this week, I think we're in for another week like that. We're going to have so many close matches. And Philippines versus Japan, I expect a similar thing coming out of here. Philippines, of course, being seed number 2, almost taking down South Korea in the winners bracket. And Japan have been making a little bit of a run through the losers bracket last week as well, winning a couple of their matches.
Yeah, what I'm afraid of for Japan is that they're starting to reach their physical capacity. I believe that at least 2 of their players are at least capable of sustaining this finals map, namely Sleet Girl and AMD. But yeah, it's starting to get a little bit rough, but I think the Philippines might also be kind of slowing down in terms of results. The step up from semifinals to finals in terms of physicality is just insane.
Yeah, and that's always the question as we're getting later and later into the tournament. We are absolutely in the late game. These maps are brutally hard. And as you said, Japan, last week, I mean, Sleet Girl and AM Duskia, they need no mention. They're absolutely going to be able to play all of these maps. But the third from Japan, I agree, there's a little bit of a question mark. I believe G2T has been playing the Rice maps at least, and been doing quite well, but maybe a little bit out of the comfort zone. We'll have to see. But Japan do have quite a few new players to the MWC scene, so they have yet to be proven here. Philippines, of course, having players like, Boji, Forken, very, very physically capable players.
Yeah, honestly, this is going to be a little bit ambiguous. We lack the amount of information we need to have proper insight into this match. We're just going to have to gather this information as we go pick by pick to see how each team is going to scale. And,
yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Of course, I think the picks for this map are going to be a little bit interesting, but I believe it should be, well, this is, if I'm guessing right, Philippines, I believe, should be going for more of the LN picks, whereas I feel like Japan just in general should be more comfortable with some of the Rice picks. The tech picks in particular are the ones that they've been picking quite a lot throughout the tournament.
Yeah, that's the thing with Rice and long notes. You don't really know where to start, really, because you know that Japan has at least 2 very good physical players. It probably comes down to the Philippines' confidence on the respective Rice picks, if they want to go Rice. But if you go long notes, the long note picks are a little bit less physical than the Rice picks, so Japan might scale better on it. So it's a risk that you have to take.
Definitely possible, but Philippines also very strong at those LNs as well. So kind of difficult decision. We'll see how it ends up working out. Of course, even within the Rice picks, there's a lot of varying skill sets being tested here at this point. I think Philippines got a ridiculously high score on the Jack pick as well last week, so that might be one that Philippines even might want to pick up if they choose to here. And okay, bans coming out. Philippines gonna actually ban My Culture. This is the actually Dangerous Jungle being left up here, and Dangerous Jungle I think is good. It was the SV map that most people would have expected to be banned a little bit more.
Yeah, thing is, My Culture is way less physical than Dangerous Jungle, and I do believe that My Culture lends itself to be scored on very, very easily, and that's a map where you expect Japan to be pinpoint accurate snipers.
And Japan banning RIP, it's going to be the LN release map. Of course, Philippines actually getting the #1 score of all teams on Secret Sleuth last week, I believe. So fairly good pick, fairly good ban that is from Japan there first of all. And it is going to be Japan's pick. They're picking Apollo, actually, one of the hybrids. And I guess this kind of makes sense considering what we were talking about before. The hybrid's a little bit less physically intense than some of the Rise picks.
Well, that was for the long notes, but you raise a good point about the hybrids. It's a perfect middle ground between physicality and long note bias, I guess. And especially Apollo. Apollo is very, very technical. It's a Lemon Guy hybrid, and you know how Lemon Guy hybrids go.
Oh, the jacks in this are brutal.
Many anchors. The anchor section is absolutely brutal, and I'm looking forward to see how both of those teams are going to fare on it.
And here we go, we're getting the players in. Actually, okay, no, Volpsy's in for this one, okay. We're going to see Japan having Sleek Girl, Yoppie Yugen, and G2T.
Oh, that's
actually interesting. Interesting that Aim Duskia isn't playing this one. At this stage, you would expect him to play a lot of the maps, but I guess that's actually quite a good sign for Japan if they have 3 players who can actually beat Aim Duskia on maps at this level.
Yeah, it's quite intriguing, and maybe that's the reason they're going with Apollo first. It's one of the picks that Yoppie Yugen is actually able to tackle, as opposed to some of the more physical ones, I guess.
And on the other side, of course, we've had Boji and Forken playing most of the maps last week as well. And Volpsy coming in for a hybrid as well. I don't think I've seen Volpsy play a hybrid so far, if I'm not mistaken. It's mostly been the Rice picks that they've really excelled at. So we'll have to see how these two teams perform. First pick here in the match.
Get that sweet information out of the hybrids. I think that hybrid might be the best one to get information from the other opponent from.
Oh, and a bit of accuracy drops from Forken right out of the gates here, down to 99.1. We're going to have plenty of time to recover. No combo breaks just yet for either team.
Oh, combo breaks. Speaking of combo breaks, that's a first curse. That's very early curse.
Yeah, very early miss as well, but it is after the 400 combo mark, so that's going to mean a whole lot for Forken. Yoppie Yugen finding a miss there, but it's very clean.
Yeah, very clean compared to Forken, who is just starting to catch up to the 99%. This map is really rough. And here we go for the anchors.
Yeah, these anchors are so brutal. Forken and G2T both missing, but at the end of the day, G2T is very clean miss as well. Forken dropping down to 98.6, that is. That's giving the accuracy lead and the, well, not really a combo lead, but accuracy lead over to Japan is quite significant.
Oh, the BPM changes really make those nerves go up and up, and Yoppie Yugen is going to fall prey to one combo break and those trills. Everyone gets the trills. Wow, Japan still above 99.5. Just a tremendous accuracy advantage.
Yeah, actually, 5 of these players right now are holding like around 99.6. Sleek Girl actually being the highest in the lobby right now, 99.72. It's really just the difference in Forken here. Actually, the miss from Sleek Girl. Actually, I believe that the 2 highest scores, the only 2 full combos right now. Okay, 1 full combo now on Boji as Volpsy trades out with Sleek Girl.
Yeah, I feel like the ending might decide the matchup because the lead is getting closer to getting back to the Philippines.
Yeah, look at Forken. Forken's building up a combo, and this accuracy now 99.2. It's really high. They've recovered so well, and now the score lead's flickering a little bit as we're getting to the very end. Oh my god, last few patterns! And this is so close. Everyone's at 400 combo. It's all that. Forken's still raising the accuracy. That's giving Philippines a little bit of a lead.
Oh no, it's gonna come down to the... Oh no,
but Yoppie Yugen finding a miss at the last note. That's gonna seal the deal. That's 200 points. You can see it. Oh, that's such a close point, but it's gonna be a break point. First for Philippines, and Boji with the only full combo here, 989k.
Oh no, you gotta wonder if Yoppie Yugen's last miss on the long notes at the end mattered at all. I think it would have been a very, very close call.
Oh, it would have been so close. We saw just after that miss, that was a 203, I believe, point difference between the two teams. I think a single miss is worth that much just by itself. So I think it could have been Japan's pick, but at the end of the day, what ifs? We can't hang ourselves up on what could have happened. It is Philippines that take the point, and now they get the next pick for themselves.
Yeah. One bit of information that is useful to glean from these results is that Boji actually got a 989k on this full combo, only 12 200s. And I believe that Boji is going to be one of the most confident players in the whole lobby on those hybrids.
Yeah, absolutely. OG showing their late game capacity, but we did see some pretty fantastic scores from Japan's players as well. Sleek Girl only got 5 200s despite those unfortunate misses. But now here we go, Rice 6 being picked, real ultimate power. We're going straight into tech actually. Philippines picking what Japan normally would pick first.
That's quite interesting. And yeah, from any Pizza 69 map, it's absolutely brutal. And we see the appearance of AMD here, just as planned. And I think this is kind of a risky pick, but as a first pick, I think the Philippines are quite a bit confident on it, especially if Bochi, Forken, and Volpsy are going to be on the field. I think they're banking on the team performance versus individual performances, that is.
Yeah, like, of course, Philippines have Boji, but I think Japan, Sleek Girl, and AM Dusky are really scary on maps like these. And I think they definitely can keep up with the Philippines. I think it really just comes down to, can G2T keep up with this level of physicality? And, I mean, I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Maybe they can, maybe they can't. This is going to be the first test, really, that we're going to see. A couple 200s at the start, I think, there for Sleek Girl, or just a little bit of bad ratio, but pretty insignificant, all things considered.
Yeah, here we go, back to the 99.9s that we love so much.
Oh, and it's flickering back and forth. Everyone doing quite well at the start here. But here we go.
The actual map starts, and we're gonna see those accuracies go down.
Oh yeah, actually everyone in Japan accuracy is starting to drop. G2T, oh, finding a miss there, gonna drop down to 99.2, but Sleek Girl finds another one as well.
Yeah, 4K, oh no, wow! Volpsy actually collapsing from those mini jack.
Oh, these are really dirty misses as well. 4K down to 98.7, Volpsy down to 99.0, G2T also below 99%, and actually the ACK lead might slightly be in Japan's favor right now.
Oh, this is a battle of survival. This is finals map, guys.
Oh, but the misses are coming in for Japan. Everyone missing Sleek Girl and G2T. There's just one full combo for each side right now, and Boji definitely has the upper hand in this accuracy.
Oh, it's up to the teamwork from AMD and Sleek Girl to catch up to Boji.
And Forken has recovered the accuracy quite a lot. Now it's up to 99% again. And we're closing on the end of the map. Still some chance, but there's going to have to be misses soon from Philippines if Japan want to take back a break point. And Forken does find a miss. But it's not going to be enough, just the singular miss there.
Yeah, we are definitely way too late into the map, and G2T is going to be choking some of the last nodes of the map. And that's going to give the first decisive point for the Philippines. For their first pick.
OG and AM Dusky are both with the full combos there. Everyone else struggling to keep combo. I mean, understandably in a tech pick like that, but at the end of the day, it's fairly close for the Philippines. 11,000 points when there's this many misses involved. You know, one less miss from Japan, a couple less misses from Japan, and that would have easily been a point that they could have won. But Japan are wasting no time now. Hybrid, once more.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see the dynamic between Boji carrying the Filipino team versus Sleetgut and AMD trying to hold together Japan. I feel like Rice could go one way or the other depending on misses. I feel like misses really matter a lot more in finals than it mattered in semifinals.
Yeah, these misses are doing massive amounts of damage, and really, the difference being between these two teams right now is just Boji. Like, Boji's just playing so well, crushing the rest of the lobby, and that's what's giving Philippines their advantage.
Here we go for almost 3 minutes of hybrid. That's going to be a battle survival again. This hybrid is quite physical.
Yeah, this is the longest hybrid, I think, or one of them definitely. And as you said, definitely very physical, very Jack heavy in comparison as well. Everyone holding on fairly well at the start. AM Dusky are actually dropping down to the 99s. Oh, and finding a fairly bad miss at the end there, 98.7 for AM Dusky now.
Yeah, there's still the rest of the song to catch up accuracy on. I feel like there are many pots where AMD can make it back. Usually there's Rice first, building up some accuracy bit by bit.
Accuracy can definitely be caught up. G2T and Sleet Girl right now holding really high accuracies, not too far behind Boji actually. And still 5 full combos on the table right now.
Yeah, it's a battle of nerds right now. Many players will still hold in their combo, but G2T is going to be the one who is going to be falling prey to one of those combo breaks. Who from the Philippines is going to break first? If they're going to break.
Yeah, 3 full combos versus just the 1 on Sleet Girl now. And that's really all the advantage. The accuracy is not really that far ahead for the Philippines. It's really just these misses. But there's still plenty of opportunity. We're only halfway through the map.
Yeah, I feel like the second half is going to decide everything. You might see a pretty sizable lead from the Philippines, but this lead can go away in the blink of an eye.
Oh yeah, 2 misses will definitely do it. And as well, on patterns like these, you're not going to find clean misses. But so far, everyone's holding on. These combos from the Philippines are just ridiculous right now.
Yeah, even the accuracy it has stayed stable throughout the entire map for a good solid minute and a half. Same for Japan actually building up in terms of accuracy for AMD, but AMD is going to be breaking combo, but Volpsy as well, but Forken as well.
But AMD finding multiple misses, that's going to negate a lot of this advantage they could have gotten from the 2 misses from Philippines. And at the very end, everyone manages to hit those last patterns. It's going to be Philippines managing to take another break point from Japan. And
that's quite unfortunate.
Once again, Boji being the only full combo in the lobby. Very, very close to full combo from Forken and Volpsy, though.
Oh, very good.
Oh, actually, no, Sleet Girl as well. Sorry, I just forgot Sleet Girl existed. Both of those top scores are pretty insane, actually.
Yeah, the amount of 200s for Boji, Forken, Sleet Girl, and G2T are actually really nuts for this kind of pick. This is finals map, or you do not usually get single-digit grades.
6 200s for 3 players and 7 for Forken as well. They're still getting such high accuracies overall. Now Philippines are in a really strong position, 3-0, and they get their own pick next as well. I don't think they're going to be picking another tech pick. I think that's too dangerous, but I mean, maybe they can pick Jack, maybe they can pick LN if they want.
I don't know. I feel like they could go for a hybrid or for an LN, but this is kind of uncharted territory in terms of LN orientation. We do not necessarily have enough information yet, so they're going to go with reap what you sow. And reap what you sow is a sizable physical test.
Yeah, absolutely. Technically kind of in the tech section, but it's kind of a mix of, you know, tech and speed in a way.
Yeah, absolute hogfest made by Poop Gadget. This does not mess around, and if you are one of the metalheads who is actually familiar with Converge, a shout out to the Clone Hero community. By the way, Converge is absolutely balls to the wall, and this map is also balls to the wall.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes as well, so it's going to be a test of stamina on top of that. With how these maps have been playing out, even single misses can be extremely punishing. And, oh, as I say that, Forken off to a bit of a rough start with a really early miss, but going to have plenty of time to recover from that. Japan off to a little bit of a lead, but AM Dusky is struggling a little bit with the accuracy, and G2T finds a miss. And Sleek Girl finding the miss as well.
Yeah, I feel like Japan really is really starting to struggle in the combo department, and no full combos remain on the Japanese side, whereas the Philippines is going to retain their full lobby, full combo on their side.
And Boji's just setting an unreal accuracy right now, 99.86. Like, what's the second highest? Second highest is 99.4. That's such a massive gap between Boji and Sleek Girl, even though Sleek Girl has a pretty insane accuracy themselves.
Oh, wow.
And halfway into this map, this is now a massive lead, even though, like, we've seen some misses from Volpsy as well, but they've been clean. Volpsy's still at 99.47.
Yeah, Volpsy and Forken have been just keeping the gates shut. Volpsy with G2T with a simultaneous combo break, but still keeping the gates closed so that Boji can shine.
Yeah, and I mean, you can definitely see Sleek Girl and AM Dusky are definitely keeping up with Volpsy and Forken. That's a very tight battle between those four players, but like, just no one on Japan can possibly hope to match Boji when he's putting up this kind of performance.
Yeah, G2T is not having a fun time, down to the 98, but Volpsy is also breaking quite a lot. Not quite below 99% though.
Yeah, at this point, this is definitely where stamina's kicking in as well. After 2.5 minutes of this non-stop, not really any breaks to speak of. And yeah, Volpsy's taking a big hit actually at the end, but this score buffer should be enough either way. Forken Sleek Girl as well. Yeah, and that's a full combo for Boji, isn't it?
Yeah, this ending.
What is the ratio? How do you 1 to 12? 1 to 13? That's 1 to 13. Oh my god.
If you took a look at the ending, every single person broke in the ending, and Boji just casually 300s that thing, maybe get some 200s here and there, but yeah, casual 994 on this one, where everyone's just missing at the ending.
Oh, and here we go. Okay, this is what Japan should pick. There is no other pick that Japan can pick right now. They have to pick SV now. This is the number 1 seeded SV team in Japan. This has to be their best pick left on the table. But that said, Philippines are so strong at SV themselves.
Yeah, we're gonna see most likely the appearance of Mystriel from the Filipino side, which is gonna be waiting for the players to switch. And also Els.
Oh, Mystriel is just insanely good. So far, every single round, we've seen a Mystriel score that's just blown the rest of the lobby out of the water. But Japan as well have been working like kind of as a team. They've consistently had 3 extremely high scores on every SV pick they've played so far in this tournament. So I feel like this is definitely one that could favor Japan if they've managed to practice it and get at a high enough level.
Yeah, might worth be noting that Dangerous Jungle is quite a little bit physical as well. So for the less inclined, physically inclined types of SV players, this might pose a problem. But maybe Mr. Riel might not be able to tackle this one. I'm not sure where Mr. Riel is actually, and we're actually gonna start the map, and Volpsy is actually gonna play.
Yeah, we're seeing Els for the first time in this match, so nice to see her pop in here for the SV. But yeah, you're right, Volpsy is staying, Mystery L not being subbed in here. So we'll see how it turns out at the end. This one is brutal. This one's going to be fun to watch as well. I was wondering whether we were even going to see this map in the first place at all this round.
Oh no.
And oh no, this is... I think maybe Mystery L is not available currently. That would be unfortunate.
Let's see how training paid for the rest of the lobby, I guess.
Oh, we see some quads happening here, of course. But so far, big advantage for Japan right now. They're 3 scores. The lowest accuracy, 99.9, 99.4. And Volpsy getting a few misses here. L's now getting misses. And this is a massive lead.
Yeah. There is no question about it. Japan is confident on this one.
Oh, look how well they practiced it. The accuracies are just raising. Oh my god. Yoppie Yugen finding a miss. That's the first miss from Japan, but there's been so many misses for Philippines already. This map is just straight up over already. Now we're just watching to see what the final scores are going to be like on Team Japan.
Yeah, how far can Ice Cake take it? Ice Cake is just on a tear on this one. Maybe can catch up to the 99.7, but loses a fair amount of accuracy here.
Gozagoki finds a miss, Ice Cake finds a miss as well. That's all the FC's gone. Boji actually with the only FC in the lobby, despite having lower accuracy than all of Japan though. So actually, I'm pretty sure all the Japanese members have a higher score than Boji despite the full combo.
Yeah, accuracy matters a fair amount.
Yeah, well, especially when the act difference is this big, just the level of comfort for Japan just looks that much higher right now. And honestly, you don't really need full combos on a map like this if you can get 99% across the board.
And by the way, this is definitely not a side trick from Volpsy. I cannot S this, and Volpsy has enough training to S this.
Oh, absolutely. I can't even A this. I spent like an hour practicing this, and I just can't A. It's ridiculous. But now, yeah, this is 3... Well, Yoppie Yugen at the very end dropping a little bit below 99%, but this is a really solid team score from Japan, all things considered. And now this is 1 point on the board for them. They managed to win one back. 1-4 now, but they still are 2 breakpoints behind. They're going to need to win a couple from the Philippines if they want to really come back into this match. Also, yeah, Boji just FC'd as well. Has he missed yet?
Let me take a look at the entry link. 0, 0, 0, 0. And yeah, I believe that's a full match, full combo for Boji so far.
He just doesn't know how to miss. That's simply it.
Oh my.
Okay. Slaughter being picked by Philippines now. Actually switching it up a little bit. We're seeing the LNs.
Oh,
and interesting to see this one come out, actually. Because we were talking about, well, obviously Philippines are extremely strong with LNs, especially now that we have Silueska Ls in the lobby. But this one, if we're talking about physicality, I feel like this is, for me at least, one of the least physical of the LN maps.
I would beg to differ. This is very technical. This is extremely technical, and yeah, in terms of physicality, I think RIP might be the least physical, and it's very physical still with all the mini jacks and so on. Slaughter is still very technical, and not only from a long nut perspective. There's also all sorts of snaps popping at you. You're gonna see accuracy fly everywhere.
Yeah, it's still extremely hard, but I'm just thinking about the other ones, and you know, the density maps this round, they're hard. So we'll see how this one plays out. The first long note map we've really seen, dedicated long note map, and we are seeing Ice Cake in for a non-SV map here for the first time as well. Actually, it's Japan that take an early lead here off of Yoppie Yugen, 99.86. Just in the intro, though.
Wow, that's a slick intro. And, you gotta wonder if that's gonna be representative of the rest of the pick, because, well, the intro is quite tricky to act, and if Yoppie Yugen is actually able to act this well in the beginning, then it's a good sign for things to come.
But when we're talking about maps this hard, of course, it's not just about the act, but the combo as well, and 4Ken actually finding the first break just as I say that. It's gonna start moving a little bit over to Japan now.
Yeah, fairly clean miss, all things considered, but 4Ken is still quite behind in terms of accuracy. It's not even that bad of an accuracy. 99.4 is actually really good. And Ice Cake, what a dirty miss! Oh no!
That was a really dirty miss, but Boji finding a miss as well. First miss of the match from Boji. But now the accuracy lead is actually in Philippines' favor, and Yoppie Yugen finding a miss. That's the highest score from Japan. One full combo each, but repeated misses from Japan's side, and now Philippines, they have an accuracy advantage now that Ice Cake's dropped down below 99%.
Wow! 4Ken actually take that up until now, and else is still going on! Sleeker as well, but oh, I cursed anyway, sorry.
Yeah, now it's Sleek Girl, the only full combo in the lobby, but it is a solid accuracy lead for Philippines. Boji finds another miss. It's going to get a little bit closer, but it's not enough. Just these singular misses without any accuracy drop. And Philippines take their own pick.
Wow. This was absolutely volatile. Like, the lead was towards Philippines most of the way, but yeah, misses and accuracy drops were going left and right. That was quite risky.
Yeah, it was a bit risky, especially with Sleek Girl being the only full combo in the lobby there. MVP performance for Sleek Girl, and it's just a little bit of a lead once again for the Philippines, managing to win their own pick. And now it's Japan, 1-5 down. They get their own pick next. They won the SV map, and I wonder, do they go for the last hybrid? Or oh, okay. This is risky. This is a real risky pick. They're going to go with kill each other. This is the Jack pick of the pool.
I think if Japan actually has the physicality to get good accuracy and combo on this might be a good pick. This might be the best pick they have.
Yeah, I mean, Japan historically, absolutely. I would think, you know, Sleek Girl, AM Duskia, with players like them on the team, it definitely sounds like a good pick, but if you look at Philippines' team, Boji, Volpsy, 4Ken, these players are so good at jacks. And you look at last week's performance as well, 2992k for the Philippines on Zenithalize. But this one, of course, being much higher BPM, 162 now.
Yeah,
and
we're not messing
on jack picks. Misses on jack picks matter that much more if all the players are comfortable with it.
Yeah, you gotta not only take a look at the combo, but you also gotta take a look at the accuracy. We've been talking about clean misses and dirty misses, but you gotta know that dirty misses on a core jack pick it's very possible to happen if you just lock lock yourself into oblivion.
Oh, absolutely. And with some of the scores that we might be seeing on a map like this, if you get a dirty miss, that might just be a death sentence for the team. Unless, of course, it's traded out. We'll have to see. Only 2 minutes in length, so all mistakes are going to matter quite a lot here.
Yeah. Everyone just pray for your respective country. Pray for the country you support.
Here we go. These are some high accuracies across the board here. Sleek Girl 99.7, same as 4Ken actually. So they're going to even each other out.
Yeah, this is just the warm-up phase of the map, but still, we're going to be able to gauge the overall ratio of everyone. And here we go.
Oh, these are some high scores across the board here. 4Ken and Sleek Girl trading each other out with even accuracies. vv just a little bit ahead of the Japanese players. I feel like that's giving a slight advantage over to the Philippines, but not by much.
Yeah, in terms of accuracy, I feel like both of the teams are on the same trend. And it's going to be coming down to combo. Speaking of Sleeker, actually just opened the combo breaking game. Very clean miss, all things considered, and vv is going to actually have the second miss.
Yeah, vv finding a miss. That's uncharacteristic here, and actually Japan have an advantage now. They're going to start to take the lead back. Sleek Girl, despite the miss, is caught back up in accuracy with 4Ken immediately. And now with vv miss, it's actually Japan that have this accuracy lead with Duskia tying vv.
Yeah, it's one clean miss. It's one clean miss to one clean miss. They're basically balanced in terms of accuracy, but Sleek Girl is going to be giving the lead to the Philippines. Not much time left.
Not a huge amount left. It's another miss, but it drops Sleek Girl's accuracy down quite a lot as well, down to 99.7. Relative to the rest of the players, that's a pretty big deal. vv finding another miss. Okay, a little bit of a chance for Japan, but it's not going to be a big accuracy drop for vv. Still at 99.86.
They need another one. They need another miss. Japan needs another miss from the Philippines.
Oh, and it's close at the end, but it's not going to be quite enough. 2,000 points of difference between the two teams. A 79 300s from vv. But the two misses, unfortunately. Actually, we have 3 Score V1 double S's down the bottom row there. vv, Duskia, and G2T. All with some really good ratios as well.
Okay. I think on paper, that was a good pick. But
that was definitely a good pick. If Sleek Girl managed to full combo that would have... Well, if Sleek Girl just managed, one less miss, that would have been their point. But unfortunately, they do happen, and it's now Philippines. They're on match point. Japan need to win 5 in a row to force the tiebreaker, or they are eliminated from the tournament right here, right now. This is a rough position for Japan to be in as well, because it's Philippines' own pick.
Yeah, Philippines pick, match point. This is a dire situation.
Yeah, they're taking a timeout now, so they're going to have to think about it. They don't want to let Japan have any kind of momentum to start building up the comeback, but also probably a good time to use the timeout just to give the players a little bit of a chance to breathe.
Yeah, I've been talking about giving your support to the players, to the countries, and what better way to... You've been waiting for it, weren't you? What better way to support your country than to buy your country banner on the store? Support your country. There's still time. There's still this week and next week. There are 6 countries remaining on the field, and you can support them by buying a banner for your profile. I forgot the price.
You go check out the price. It costs not much.
Yeah, it's not much.
It's on the Osu store. Go buy it. It'll look great on your profile, and you get to keep it for longer if your team ends up winning the tournament, of course. So go and support the team that you want to win out of the 6 we have left. There's a pretty big toss-up to any of these teams could end up winning the whole thing at this point. But okay, Philippines. After thinking about it, we're going to end up going with writing on the walls. We're going to go with the third and final of these tech picks.
Wow, writing on the walls just sounds different at 1.4. This is fast.
Okay. So here we go. These tech picks have been fairly volatile though, back and forth. So if there is any map that Japan could have somewhat of a chance on, this could be one of them.
Yeah, this one is way more streamy, jump streamy than the other tech picks. So theoretically, this might be less chokeable, and it might be a good pick for the Philippines. But we're gonna have to compare the accuracies, especially. Oh god, what did I do? 4Ken! No, don't do me like this!
Very early miss. It's going to be in the first 200 notes though, so it's not going to matter as much as a miss right now would, for instance. But it is going to be a little bit of a lead for Japan, but Philippines are starting to take it back with the accuracy alone. It's actually AM Duskier and G2T struggling a little bit in that accuracy department. And Boji, of course, once again. G2T finding a miss. Sleeker also finding a miss, and that's falling apart a little bit for Japan in the first third here.
Yeah, giving a sizable lead to the Philippines right now.
The accuracy drops that came in as well. I believe Sleek Girl was the highest accuracy from Japan, so fairly messy miss from them. Volpsy finds a pretty messy miss themselves. That's going to give a little bit of an opportunity, but G2 trains it right back.
Yeah, I believe those were multiple misses coming from Volpsy. Here's another one.
Another one there. Volpsy not managing to build up the combo, and G2T is going to trade it again. So at the end of the day, these trades back and forth. Ooh, that's a massive miss from Volpsy. Big accuracy drop as well. This score lead, it looks like it's wanting to shrink, but it's not quite getting there, and Philippines still having this advantage going into the last quarter of the map now.
This is a battle of survival right now between Volpsy and G2T. Who is going to be able to sustain the map the best? While Sleetgirl, AMD, Bochi, and Foken are all holding to their combo.
And actually, you can look at the scores. G2T is tying, or even a little bit better than Volpsy, I believe, right now. But, I mean, Boji is also just 20k ahead of everyone else in the lobby.
Wow, Boji are really making the difference here.
Yeah, of course, Foken on an almost full combo as well after that initial miss at the very start of the map. And yeah, this is just going to be a clean win at the end for Philippines. No one ended up missing at the last quarter. And Boji with 1-200 once more.
Yeah, a casual almost 996 in finals. That's Boji. GG.
That's Boji doing Boji things. And Philippines, few close calls in some of those maps, but at the end of the day, 7-1 for the Philippines. They managed to win it fairly comfortably, and they managed to proceed on to the next match. Japan, unfortunately, they're going to be eliminated right here in the losers finals.
Yeah, Japan has been really good this year, even without some key members. Like, Japan has been continuously losing members over the years, like Interliza, Crew K, and so on, but they still got top 6. That's an actually really, really good result for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't expecting Japan to be this good, but with the addition of some of those new members, absolutely, they performed out of their minds, really. It'll be exciting to see where Japan go for future years, especially with their new talent joining their roster. But for now, Philippines, congratulations. They are going to be moving on to face one more match actually this weekend. They are going to be facing the winner of Malaysia versus USA, which is happening in 2 hours as well. So oh my god. Actually, that's hard.
I do not know the outcome of this one. I don't know. It's all gonna come down to scaling.
Yeah, look at these matches coming up. Malaysia, USA, I have no idea who's going to win that. Even the winner of Malaysia versus USA versus the Philippines, I actually don't know who's going to win that one either.
Brazil versus South Korea is up in the air as well because it all comes down to scaling.
It's hard. I mean, I think everyone is probably going to be looking at Brazil and saying, okay, Brazil's going to be favored there. But, I mean, looking at some of the results in maps, I think Korea can definitely win quite a lot of points against Brazil, maybe even take it all the way. But we'll have to see. 3 more matches remain this weekend, and all of them, I think, are going to be absolute bangers. So make sure you stick around. The next one is going to be in 2 hours, 15 UTC.
Do not miss it. Have a good one.